Well, that's a raving success, isn't it? I can't get started on Reddit. I'm supposed to be co-streaming this on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and I can't get started on Reddit because it keeps shutting it down and saying that I've broken the community guidelines. Not quite sure how I've broken the community guidelines, but there we go. I have broken the community guidelines. Okay. So I'm on. Well, let's have a look. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitch. I've got a YouTube channel. You'll never guess what the YouTube URL is. Go on, take a wild stab in the dark at what it is. There might be some clues. I've got a Union Jack in the background because it's the Platinum Jubilee. I'm not actually a royalist, but I just thought I thought Union Jack up. I mean, the Queen, bless her, has been on the throne now for 70 years. That's longer than I've been alive. I'm 62, so she's been on the throne longer than I've been alive, and that's quite an achievement. Britain's longest reigning monarch. That is quite an achievement, and it is due a bit of celebration. I mean, I'm personally not really a royalist. I'm ambivalent. I wouldn't mind if we were a republic or not. It's one of those things. However, I do appreciate just how much they do for this country. Oh, look, I think we're live. I think we've gone live on our pan. Let's just double check. Let's just double check and see. I think it's actually gone live on Reddit. I think so. Yes, we're on Reddit. Okay, good. That's all started working. So that's one thing I've got working. Let's make sure that I'm available on all channels. I certainly am. Right. Steve Woodmore is live now. Empires and Allies. Not Empires and Allies. Why has it come up with Empires and Allies on Facebook? Right. Let's just quickly change that. Sorry, this is the first time that I've done that on all these channels, so I'm really not sure why it's come up with playing Empires and Allies on Facebook. So let's see if we can change that very quickly. Edit settings. Yep. Let's have a look. Just chatting, right? Just chatting. Let's have a look. Just chatting. That should change it on Facebook. I hope. I hope. I'm also streaming on Twitter. I didn't even know you could stream on Twitter till just. Oh, I'm unable to connect on Facebook. So let's turn Facebook off for a second and turn it back on again, in the hope that that will work. So, boom, right, let's give that a try. Sending data. And we're streaming on Facebook. Yep, that works on Facebook. So let's shut Twitter off. Sorry, this is all just shut Facebook off like a twat. Right. That's Twitter, right. Start Facebook again. Oh, all these things are synced to try us. And I've shut Facebook off again like an idiot. Trouble is, Facebook and Twitter look identical to each other when they on my streaming program, right? Maybe I should do this drunk. Maybe that's the answer, right? Let's try again. Facebook. Let's see if you're going on. Facebook. You're still showing us offline. Why are you offline? Twitter, why are you offline? Right, okay. It's not working out too well, is it? Oh, I love it when it all goes wrong. Right, Facebook, fire up, right. Come on, Facebook. No, you're still showing us offline on Facebook. Oh, well, fuck it. We tried, right. Okay, the beer du jour. I'm having a beer tonight. I'm drinking Kronenbourg 1664, which my friend Tim assures me is known as wife beater for some reason. I'm not quite sure why it's known as wife beater. I'm really not quite sure. I've never met Amber Heard in my life. I'm talking about Amber Heard. What a result, eh? I never doubted Johnny Depp. I actually thought Johnny Depp was was the innocent person. I actually thought that Amber Heard was what I would call a bunny boiler. Um, Bunny boiler, as in the film that starred Glenn Close and Michael Douglas. And I forget the name of the film now. It's a film from the 1980s, 1990s, and it starred Glenn Close, where she actually boiled Michael Douglas's pet bunny, which hence the expression bunny boiler, meaning a woman that's not quite there. And I felt that way about about Amber Heard, and I do think that sorry, somebody on Reddit says, "Do you remember 1977?" This is somebody on Reddit, right? What they've said to me is, "Do you remember 1977? Jelly and ice cream and a biscuit tin with the Queen with pink wafers." I don't remember that about 1977. I do remember at the time I was living in Croydon in Surrey, and they just opened up a bridge on one of the main roads into Croydon, and it was called the Silver Jubilee Bridge. Fate Attraction, that's it, Fate Attraction. Thank you for that live interaction. Fate Attraction, that was the name of the film. And I do remember them building a bridge to ease the flow in over Old Town called the Silver Jubilee Bridge. That's about the only thing I can remember from 1977. Because to be honest, in 1977, I was either 17 or 18, depending on when the Jubilee. Well, the Jubilee would be June, so I was 17 in 1977, and to be honest, I was too busy trying to shag anything with a pulse. It was the 1970s. That's how it was, and anything with a pulse, I was trying to shag. So I don't really remember much about the Royal Jubilee, except that I went out with this girl. I think the girl I was with at the time was Wendy. She lived in a place called Upper Wallingham, and I do remember that we used to go out into the outbuilding or shed in her back garden on the pretext of playing darts, and we'd shag. So that's my overriding memory of the Silver Jubilee. Just having sex a lot. But I was 17, and it's what you do. It's what you do. Somebody's just asked me about my tattoos. I will tell you about them in a second. I'm trying to work out why the fuck. Oh, hang on. Facebook might be working now. Let's have a look. Yes, Facebook's online. Yes, yay, we've got Facebook online. I knew that if I persevered with it, I would get there eventually. It's showing as Twitter online. It's not showing here as Twitter online, but that's all right. Right, let's put the chat up. Tell me about your tattoos. That one there is Woody Woodpecker. That's my nickname. I know it's upside down, but I'm not going to take my arm off and show you. That's my nickname. I've been known as Woody all my life. Either Woody or Splinter. My surname's Woodmore, so getting a tattoo to represent Splinter is a bit is not happening. So that's that tattoo, right? This tattoo, right? Okay. It's I don't know whether the camera will pick it up or not. My green screen might fade it out. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's actually one of these 3D tattoos, and it's meant to show you a piston inside. The skin's ripped away, and it's showing you a piston inside King Jude. There is a reason for that tattoo, and I'll explain it to you. I have cancer. I have an incurable cancer called follicular lymphoma. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2013. Let me just pour myself a bit of a beer, and I'll come back to the subject of the Jubilee in a minute. I was diagnosed with follicular lymphoma in 2013, which was absolutely fine. I went along for a few years without actually suffering anything from cancer until about 2017. In 2017, or was it 2017? I was in Mallorca. We went for a holiday in Mallorca, and I suddenly became very ill. My cancer had caught up with me. I'd spent 4 years, ignoring it and pretending I didn't have it, and then suddenly it caught up with me. So we came back from Mallorca, and my consultant hematologist. Follicular lymphoma is a blood cancer. It's so you're dealt with by a hematologist rather than an oncologist. They decided to put me on chemotherapy. Chemotherapy I had something called R-Bender, which is quite an intensive chemotherapy, where you have chemotherapy for 6 intensive sessions of one a week, and then you have once a month infusions for another 6 months, along with the chemotherapy drug put in. And then when you've done that, you go on to what's called maintenance, where you have an injection of the chemotherapy stuff for 2 years. So altogether, that first lot of chemotherapy lasted for 2.5 years. And what I said to myself was, at the end of the chemotherapy, to celebrate it, I'm going to get a tattoo done. Now, what you can't see is underneath this tattoo, there's an old tattoo that's got my name, a heart, and the name of my first wife on it. It never really bothered me having the name of a woman that I'm no longer with on my arm. It just really doesn't bother me. It didn't bother me, but I thought if I'm going to have a tattoo, I might as well get that one covered. So that's why I thought I'd have that one done. Why a 3D tattoo, and why a pistol in particular? Well, it doesn't mean I got the tattoo done for me, and only me. And to me, it represents that inside I'm a robot, I'm mechanical, and cancer's not going to get me. It can't destroy something that's mechanical. It can only destroy flesh and blood. So if I have a tattoo that I look down and I see my insides being mechanical, it's not going to hurt me. That's what that tattoo's about. Okay, does that answer your question? Live interaction. On Reddit, right, guys, just for you guys on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I'll explain that I've got Reddit going as well. I can't put that on the chat because it gets a bit complicated, because Reddit is in 9:16 format, and all the other three, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, are in 16:9 format. So I've actually got a complicated system running here, so I can stream on all 4 platforms at the same time. So I can't really tell the people on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter what's going on, because I have to explain it. And he just said somebody called Retard Otaku has just come up and said Reddit. Yeah, they're absolutely right, Reddit. Well done. I'm glad you worked out where you are. I'm very pleased for you. Yes, King Juno, that's no problem. Thank you for saying I look amazing. I think I look like shit, but that's just me. I've lived with cancer now since 2013. I'm in my 8th year. But is it my 8th year? That is the question. Is it my 8th year? The reason I say that, let me just undock this chat so I can see 2 things at once here. Right, that's what I need to do. Right, that's better. Okay. Right, that's better. So I can see what's going on there. Right. No, let's just dock the chat elsewhere. Let's just dock the chat on the other side. Let's dock the chat over there. Yeah, that's it. Right. Okay. Right, got it. Okay, that works. Right. Fuck, where was I? Yeah, so I was diagnosed with it in 2013. And I've lived with it, it's now 2022, so that's 9 years, although it's my 8th year because I wasn't diagnosed with it until December 2013, so it'll be 9 years in December 2022. So I've lived with cancer for 9 years. I'm in my 8th year of living with it. But that's debatable because obviously I already had it before I was diagnosed, and a conservative estimate is it was about 3 years before I was diagnosed, or before the symptoms first started to appear. So they reckon probably back as far as 2010 is when I first caught or developed cancer. So technically I'm in my 12th year, which isn't bad going. It's not bad going at all. I'll give you some figures about that right now. In 1970, okay, the cancer I've got is called follicular lymphoma. It is incurable. It is incurable, but it's treatable. And in 1970, the 10-year survival rate, that's how long somebody is expected, how many people out of 100 are expected to live 10 years after diagnosis. the 10-year survival rate was just 4%. Just to show you how cancer research has come along, in 2020, the 10-year survival rate for follicular lymphoma was 84%. So that's 50 years. In 50 years, this incurable cancer has gone from people popping their clogs within a matter of years from being diagnosed to the vast majority of people living 10 years or more. And I'm in my 8th year, so I'm doing quite well. I have had treatment. I mean, I had radiotherapy. I had a lump appear on the side of my neck, a big lump, and it was like a big badge, and I hated it. Every time I looked in the mirror, it reminded me that I had cancer, and it was horrible. It was this big lump staring back at me, and I really hated it. It really started to depress me. So they chose to get radiotherapy to get the tumour removed, which worked. Then, like I said, with the tattoo, I had chemotherapy in 2018, and that sent me into full remission. And then that didn't last very long, unfortunately, because just about the start of 2020, my cancer came back with a vengeance, which was expected. Absolutely expected, but not so soon. I mean, when they give you treatment, they expect that they aim for between 5 and 10 years before it comes back. In my case, it was just over a year. So it came back in 2020, and I went on chemotherapy again. And that lasted 18 months, and I went into clinical remission again. Yay! 2021, I went into clinical remission. September 2021, they declared me in clinical remission. 3 months later, it came back again, January 2022. So I'm now on my 3rd lot of chemotherapy. And sometime in the next couple of days, I'm going to learn the results of a scan I had, and whether it's still advancing or not, or it's going down. So I think that's going to happen about Monday or Tuesday of next week. So it's not been a fun 12 years or 8 years, whatever you look at it. I mean, cancer has affected me. It's caused me to lose my hearing. It's caused me an extremely dry mouth, and it's put me in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. So I'm not, although you say I look good, I'm not, excuse me, it's also given me a chest condition. It's been a bit of a battle, but I'm still got some quality of life, so I quite enjoy it. Which brings me nicely to why I stream. I'm going to take this hat off. All right, I've only got the hat on because people need a gimmick. All right, you've got to remember that right now on Reddit, I'm competing against cats and dogs. All right, there's cats on the front page and there's dogs on the front page. All right, the cats are doing nothing more than shitting in a litter box, and the dog is just walking in a park. However, something like 34,000 people are watching the cat shit, and about 18,000 people are watching the dog in the park. Probably dog owners that have got their own dog sitting beside them, but they want to go on Reddit and watch somebody else's dog. It's just bizarre the way that cats are popular on Reddit. I mean, who wants to see a cat shit? But I mean, it's obviously that's what they want. I was watching one earlier on today, and the cat was asleep. There was a live stream of a cat asleep, and it had 434,000 viewers. I mean, I had cats. If I've got, why would I want to watch somebody else's cat when I've got my own cat? Well, I haven't got a cat now, but I had an own cat. Yeah, my last cat was called Fuck Off because he was a nuisance, and that's what we'd say every time he'd sit down. He'd jump on your lap and gob at you, so we used to say "fuck off." So we eventually called him Fuck Off. Yeah, so it's not been without its troubles. I mean, look at the state of me. I'm only 17. Look what it's made me look like an old man, but I'm only 17. Anyway, yeah, back to the Jubilee. So I'm not really a royalist, but I am British, and we do the pomp and circumstance so well, don't we? I mean, I love it. I loved all that trooping of the colour and watching the soldiers yesterday on the parade ground. I thought that was great, and the fly past and everything. But I'm not, it's the royal family. You can take or leave it, but I do enjoy the ceremony, and I think that's what yeah, you're right. I do. You're right, King Juno. Perhaps I do need to add a cat to my streams. I can do that actually. Thanks to the miracle of technology, I can do that. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute, or I'll just talk shit for a minute. But I will try and add a cat. Let's see if I can actually add a cat to my stream. Okay, let's see if I can add a cat to my stream. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I want a cat, don't I? I want a cat. Hang on, I'm working on it. All right, I am working on it. What sort of cat do we want? That's the question. What sort of cat do we want? I think I have a cat. I think I have a cat. Just give me what? Just give me a couple of moments, and I will actually add a cat to my stream. I can't have him dancing. That's going to be complicated. This is King Juno on Reddit has asked me to add a cat to my stream. Well, I can do that. This might actually improve my stream. We shall have to see. So you'll have to just bear with me because it does take me. It does take me a minute or two to get these things set up. So just bear with me, and we'll see if we can actually do this live in real time and add a cat to my stream. I think I can. I think I can, but we'll give it a go. I might just totally fuck my stream up, but that's not unusual for me. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. Let's see if that works. Yes, there we go. Yay, we have a cat. We have a cat. There we go. Okay, we have added a cat to the stream. There we go. That sorted that out. Right. Okay. No, it hasn't. It's gone. Ha! What did I do? I forgot to loop it. See, it always goes. It always goes wrong, doesn't it? Always goes wrong. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. Right. That should work. Right. Okay. I've added a cat to my stream. I should now get thousands and thousands of people watching me. I'm not sure if I can get a dancing cat. Let's have a look and see if I can get a dancing cat. Let's see if we can do a dancing cat. But okay, I've added a cat. All right, that's yes, I can add a dancing cat. I can add a dancing cat, but what type of dancing cat do we want? That's the question. Dancing. All right. Yes. I think this dancing cat will do. Give me a second. We'll add a dancing cat to the stream. Who's the fecking cat? Look, Carl, I've got to have a cat, all right? You don't understand, right? Cats are very important in streaming. They are seriously important. It's my mate Carl, lose the fucking cat, right? He can't see what's going on Reddit. Right, I'm going to go for the dancing cat, so just bear with me. Oh, I hate it when I do these things live. Right, let's go for the dancing cat. Yes! Okay. Dancing cat. All right, people, we've got the dancing cat. Let's put that to one side there. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. That should allow me to. It seems you need a cat doing a crap to get the views. To be honest, Richard, right on Facebook, my mate Richard just said you need a cat crapping to get the views. He's right, but I can't suddenly. I can't just suddenly pull a cat crapping out of my arse. I don't think so. Look, but this is. I've done the thing, right? I've done as requested. I've got a dancing cat, and I can tell you now already it's put my views up. All right, the minute I put a cat on my stream, people on Facebook started talking to me. Nobody's chatted on Facebook, right, until I put a cat on the stream. The minute I put a cat on the stream, people start talking. See, it's all about cats. It's all about cats. Okay, so there we go. It's all about cats. Anyway, like I was saying, I was. Hey, just bear with me for a second, guys, on Reddit. Carl, if you're still there, how do you fancy joining me on a live stream next Tuesday? I'm broadcasting to the world while we get absolutely shit faced. As we do on a Tuesday. Well, you don't. You drink alcohol free, but I get shit faced. Well, I don't get shit faced, but I do enjoy a drink. But you can join me and we'll have a go. See if we can come up with something dynamic. Right. Yes, you do need to have a cat doing a crap at the moment. I've just looked on the front page of Reddit, Richard, and at the moment it's a dog walking in the park, and it's something like 34,000 people are watching this dog. It's a Pomeranian, I think, just walking around the park. I mean, it is the world's most interesting stream. Not, but that's oh no, but I've only got to. I've only got Daisy Bulb followed me. Thank you, Daisy Bulb. Right. The the where was I? Yeah, the Jubilee. So yeah, so I'm quite enjoying it. I enjoyed all the spectacle. I remember the Jubilee in 1977, and I remember this Jubilee. I haven't actually done anything for this Jubilee because I've spent the last 2 weeks getting over a virus, and it's we hadn't made any plans. But what I did do, I'll tell you this now. On Wednesday, I went and saw Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. Brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil the plot for you, right? If you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, go and watch it. It's a fantastic film, absolutely fantastic film. I actually cried. Well, I didn't cry, but I mean, I felt some tears rolling down my face. I did think, and that amused me. That amused me a lot. The fact that a film could do that. I didn't think a film could do that to me, but Top Gun Maverick is a brilliant film. If you've ever watched Top Gun, you need to see Top Gun Maverick. It brings it full circle, and it's I can understand why it's Tom Cruise's highest grossing movie. It's one of the best films I've seen in a long, long time. What I will tell you, without giving the plot away, is the flight scenes. The flight scenes in Maverick are fantastic. And I've Googled this since, and that's because they really are flying. No green screens. They really are in the planes, and they really are doing this shit that you see them doing. So kudos to Tom Cruise for doing that, because it really is. Yeah, see, King Juno said that, and that's what I read as well. I don't know if he did his own flying. I don't think they'd let Tom Cruise. I don't think they'd let Tom Cruise loose in an F-18. The scenes were fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. The flying scenes. I've never seen anything that realistic and that good. Right, Papagandi. What are your thoughts on the play of Pavel Franko's last night? Papagandi's asked me that. Because on Reddit, right, I've got AMA, which says ask me anything, and people do, and I just haven't got a clue. So you'll have to bear with me, guys, while I Google what Pavel Franko's is. So I had a shave before I came on today. I've got a list of things that I'm going to talk about. I had a shave before I came on today. One of the things that I noticed when I had a shave was that my eyebrows are growing just a bit long, and I shaved them, which is annoying because I shaved them 2 weeks ago. Okay, goalkeeper Pavel Francouz. He's an ice hockey goaltender. This is a Union Jack behind me. This is a Union Jack because I'm British. You may notice this. I've got a British accent, right? It's a Union Jack. We know nothing about ice hockey. As a sport, we don't play it. As far as I'm aware, I don't think we've even got any ice hockey rinks in this country. So I'm sorry, I know nothing about ice hockey. I don't have a clue. I once watched a film starring Paul Newman called Slapshot. That's about all I know about ice hockey. So I'm sorry about that. So I'm sorry. I've got no thoughts on Pavel what's it, because we don't, as a nation, we don't do ice hockey. Yeah, my eyebrows, and I've had to shave them. And I've noticed this. I'm shaving them, trimming them every couple of weeks now because they're getting a bit long. And it's all about genetics, isn't it? I mean, evolution, doesn't it? Evolution determines what the humans, how we've evolved, right? And things like that. And I'm trying to work out, right, what exactly is it in our deep and distant past that when we got old, we needed massive eyebrows. What was it we had massive eyebrows for? What did they normally? An evolutionary development is a protection or a defence, and I'm trying to work out why older people need massive eyebrows, because it only happens when you get old; they start growing at an alarming rate. And what was it in our deep and distant past that we had to protect ourselves from? Why did you shave your eyebrows? Because I could see them. That's why L Kronos, ask me why I shave my eyebrows, and the answer is because when I look up, I can see them, which means they're a bit long and a bit bushy. They look ridiculous. You ever look at old people, right, like me? I'm an old person, right? Well, actually, I'm 17, but I've just had a hard life. If you look at old people, right, they've all got bushy eyebrows if they don't shave them. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I really, truly don't know why. What the evolutionary thing was that required me to have bushy eyebrows, but that's just me. That's just me. And yeah, that's why I shaved them. Because they looked to block the sunlight. Right? Okay, so 66-year-old people or 60-year-old people, right, are more sensitive to sunlight, are they? Right? Why are we more sensitive to sunlight as we get older? Why? It's I mean, you don't see people with my body shape sunbathing. Well, you might do, but I mean, it turns people off. I mean, the last time I stripped off and sunbathed on a beach, I got a crowd of people around me trying to push me back in the water. I was telling my mate about the six-pack I've got, and my mate says it's not a six-pack you've got; it's a barrel. So, to block the sunlight. Optimal Cable 7640. You've got to love these Reddit names, haven't you? Optimal Cable 7640 says, "How old am I?" I'm 62. That's how old I am. I'm 62. Apparently, the oldest streamer on Reddit. Somebody said I'm everybody's favourite granddad. I'm not sure what that means. I'm really not sure what that means. It also, Happy Smile Seeker says, it also stops the sweat from entering your eyes from your forehead. So why don't people of 25 sweat then? Why does it only happen as you get older? It's like hair in your ears, right? I have to trim the hair in my ears occasionally. That's only happened in the last few years. However, in a rather amazing sense of irony, right? I don't know whether you've caught the early part of the stream. I do have cancer and I'm on chemotherapy and it's affected me. I've lost all of the hair. I've lost all my body hair from here downwards. I'm not kidding, right? I know you're going to need the mind bleach after you've had this image, right? But I am hairless from the neck downwards everywhere, all right? I've even lost the hair around my bumhole. Thank you for following me, Optimal Cable. And Daisy Bulb, I really don't want to think of Brooke Shields as a hairy person. I really don't. When I think of Brooke Shields, I don't think of Brooke Shields as a hairy person. But you're right, it might be. Well, she's old now. She's in her 50s, and she's Brooke Shields. She's getting on a bit. She's getting on a bit, isn't she? So yeah. Do you know, I totally lost what I was going to say. I'm going to have a beer. Bear with me. I'm going to have a bit. Oh, I need a piece as well. So. Yeah, my friend Tim reckons that 1664 is called wife beater. And I've no idea why. I've never felt like beating anybody in my life. Although Amber Heard, yeah, Amber Heard. What a little record about Amber Heard. I think they were very. To be honest with you, I think the right verdict was reached. I mean, I think she was obviously lying, and I think she was the. I've actually known someone. Amber Heard reminds me of someone. I won't name them, but Amber Heard reminds me very much of someone I know that would act like that. And so I do believe that domestic abuse, the men being the victim of domestic abuse, is quite a real thing. I really do, and I do think that she was the abuser in that relationship. But saying that, right, I do think that together they were a toxic couple, and I think they fed off of each other. So I don't think, whilst I think that Amber Heard is a bit of a bunny boiler, we've already discussed bunny boiling, and if you've ever seen the film Fatal Attraction with Glenn Close and Michael Douglas, you'll understand what I mean by a bunny boiler. I don't think that Johnny Depp is Mr. Innocent here. I think they both fed off of each other, and I think it was a very toxic relationship. And I don't think, whilst the jury said there was a winner, ultimately I don't think airing your laundry like that in public, there were no real winners there. That was train wreck television at its best. And that was a worldwide one. Now here in the UK, we've got one coming in the next. I'm hoping next week sometime. We've got the Rebecca Bardi, Colleen Rooney case to come, and it's turned out that Rebecca Vardy has got a lot of parallels with Amber Heard. I think Rebecca Vardy is another bunny boiler that's lied through her teeth. I mean, things like the judge ordered her agent to surrender her cell phone so that they could check it. And 3 days after this order was given, she accidentally dropped her cell phone in the North Sea, as you do. Yeah, that's believable. And Rebecca Vardy accidentally deleted all of her WhatsApp messages while transferring them to another device. Unfortunately, I don't think her defence counsel was the greatest of technical people, because if I don't know whether you know or not, whether you guys will know or not, but there is a way. There is a secret thing on WhatsApp that you all agreed to when you signed up for WhatsApp. And if you download your data, if you actually go into WhatsApp, try it. If you don't believe me, try it. Go into WhatsApp and download your data. It takes up to 3 days to download it, but it downloads your whole entire history. All right. So even though you think you've deleted it, you haven't. It's there. All right. But Colleen Rooney's counsel didn't really explore that. They got an expert in to say that he doesn't believe that the WhatsApp data was deleted accidentally, but you can actually get your WhatsApp data back by doing a download of your data. But WhatsApp don't advertise that very much, and you didn't hear it from me. El Kronos, same as Patrick Stewart and Malcolm McDowell. Same as Patrick Stewart and Malcolm McDowell. What? I didn't realise Patrick Stewart and Malcolm McDowell were in a relationship, or have we moved on? Are we talking something else? I know both of them are. But I didn't think. Yeah, Daisy Bulber eyebrows have been have been there since she was 20. You're not wrong. I know she was about my age. Brooke Shields is one of those ones that I grew up with. For those that haven't seen it yet, the reason we have a cat is because I'm fed up with competing with cats on the front stream of Reddit. So I've now got my own cat. So when I get on the front page of Reddit, everybody can look at my cat, and my cat's a lot more interesting than a cat shitting in a box. My cat is dancing, and that was done by special request. I've had a look, and I don't think I can pull up a cat in a litter box. I don't think I've got a cat in a litter box I can quickly do. I'm sorry. If only I could. If only I could. But we've got the cat. I can change the cat. We can have a running cat. We can have a dancing cat. Let's see what other cats I've got. What other cats can we do? What other cats can we do? Oh, what other cats can we do? What other cats can we do? We can do a sitting cat just looking around. We can do that. Oh, we can do a jumping cat. We can do a running cat. We can do different dances with the cats. So we can do all sorts of different things with cats. I've got lots of cats. I can actually do a kung fu cat. So I can change the cats about as we go along. So I might well change the cats about as we go along. But we will compete with Reddit, okay? So with Reddit's front page. So all the cat people, you can now watch me because I've got a cat on my stream. Yes, that is one cool cat. That is one cool cat. I think. I mean, there's lots of things I can do with a cat. There's lots of cats I can put up, so it's not a problem. I could put a breakdancing cat up if necessary, if it gets people talking. Can you do many cats at the same time? Yeah, let's put a breakdancing cat up. Let's put a breakdancing cat up, shall we? We shall have a breakdancing cat up just to prove that I can do many things at the same time. Yeah, I can. I can actually do. I can actually do a lot. Do you know, I can actually watch porn and masturbate at the same time. So I'm definitely multifunctional. Right. Well, I could. I can't anymore. Yeah, those days are long gone. That's down to chemotherapy, right? Okay, let's see if we can put a second cat up. I think we can put a second cat up. This should be, I hope, a breakdancing cat. So let's see if that works. There we go. There you go. You can have a breakdancing cat now. There you go. Okay. There we go. Right, that's 2 cats up. Okay. I forgot to loop it. Hang on, I forgot to loop it. I've got to loop it. Just bear with me. Just loop it. Okay, right. Let's have that one over there. There you go. Right. Okay, there's another cat for you, right? So we can put another cat up. Yeah, Robbie's Rotten Ghost. I did get home from those cougars. Do you know, I didn't actually make the connection. When somebody said about there's 2 cougars sitting behind me, all my stream's lagging. So there's the answer. I've got 2. No, there's the answer because I'm lagging. Hang on, let's cut that off. I'm lagging. Right, that should. No, I'm still lagging. No. Okay, that's it. No, 1 cat. Sorry, 1 cat. Let me just try it. Let me just see if it's actually the breakdancing cat that's causing the problem. No, it's not the breakdancing cat that's causing. Is it? Am I lagging? Yes, it's the movement on the breakdancing cat. That's the problem. It's a very big movie file, so that's the problem, right? So it's the breakdancing cat that's the issue, right? Okay. So we'll lose the breakdancing cat and we'll just have the dancing cat. Right, we'll go back to the dancing cat then. Right, yeah. Robbie's Rotten Ghost. It's when somebody said to me that there's 2 cougars behind me. I just looked round and the woman had a leopard print dress on. So I, in my total naivety, turned round to her and said, "My friends on Reddit say you 2 look like cougars." The look I got made me realise that I fucked up. And she looked at me and said, "Sorry?" And then it suddenly clicked. I called cougars. And I thought, the wankers have got me. I got carried away and I called them cougars. So I quickly said, no, it's your dress. Look, you've got a leopard print on your dress. It makes you look like cougars. Oh, she said, we thought you were calling us cougars. And I thought, actually, the bastards on Reddit were. And I didn't cotton on in time, so I called them cougars. So here we go. Right, okay. So it's that particular cat I can't do because that particular cat's got a lot of motion in it. That is a big old graphics file. So that's a bit of a struggle there. Let's see if I can find a different cat that's maybe not so graphic intensive. Because my poor machine's struggling. I mean, I'm going out on 1, 2, 3. I'm going out on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. So I've got 5 streams. I've only got a 600 meg broadband connection, so I've got 5 streams going out at the same time in 2 different formats. So I'm actually really stretching my system to the max here. So and it's probably giving it too much with the graphics. Let's see if that causes a problem. Right, there we go. So let's have a look at that. No, it was that graphics file. It's because that graphics file was too big. That's what the problem was. I knew it was a big file, so let's move that along there. And there we go. We've got 2 cats now. We've got a dancing cat and we've got a running cat. So come on, Reddit. Let's look. I can compete now with the front page. I've actually got better cats than the front page of Reddit. You want a kung fu cat? Fuck me. You want a kung fu cat? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think I can do a kung. You're lucky. You're in luck. I can do a kung fu cat. So just give me a second, and I'll do a kung fu cat for you. Seriously, I'm doing a kung fu. I don't believe I'm doing a kung fu cat. I really don't believe I'm doing a kung fu cat. Right, let's just kill these two cats. I'll put these two cats back in a minute. I'm just killing them. All right. Because this kung fu cat is going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit audio intensive, but you want a kung fu cat, so kung fu cat I can do. That one, I think. This is a 4K file, so it's a bit big. Right, kung fu cat. There you go. One kung fu cat. Okay, one kung fu cat. Does that keep you happy? Let's make it out a bit smaller. That's a bit big. Let's make that a bit smaller. There we go. Right. Okay, but it is a 4K high resolution file, and that is causing my system to lag. So sorry, that's about the best you can do. But just to prove that I can do a kung fu cat, let me put the other cats back. Put the other cats back. There you go. Right, but there you go. That was a kung fu cat for you. All right. So we can do a kung fu cat. Right. That's that done. Right. Okay. Oh. A zombie cat. Right. Okay. A zombie cat. Okay. Okay, you can't kill cats live. I'm not killing cats live. Paul, my friend Paul Cooper on Facebook says you can't kill cats live. I don't intend to kill cats live, right? What you understand is that on Reddit, which is my favourite streaming platform, when I stream on a Friday night, I'm always competing against people that live stream pictures of their cats. And I'm not kidding you, right? Earlier on today, there was a live stream that had 34,000 people watching it. This cat shitting in its litter box. I just like, why would you watch a cat shitting in its litter box, for God's sake? Why am I discussing this with you? But anyway. But and so I decided that if I'm going to compete with Reddit's front page, I need cats as well. And that's what we're doing. We're just discussing cats at the moment. You can't see it. If you're on Reddit, you'd see the chat going, because we've got I'll go through the figures. On Twitch, we've got one person watching, right? One person. So all you people, right, that keep telling me, go on Twitch, go on Twitch. You'll make it big on Twitch, right? You're all talking bollocks, because I've been on Twitch for a year and I've still got one viewer. I've got 3 viewers on Facebook, and they're probably all my friends. And after watching this stream, they won't be my friends, no doubt. And I've got 1 on YouTube. However, I've got 11 on Reddit. But as we know, when I do the pub stream on a Sunday night, I have upwards of 30,000 on Reddit. So if it's not cats, right, it's somebody getting pissed at a pub, which goes well, right? Okay. That cat looks like a cougar. Yeah, that cat does look like a cougar. My friend Richard Clues says, I have friends. I'm going to an annual general meeting with my friend Richard Clues on July the 2nd, and he's buying the first round for that remark. So, right, King Jonah says the cats are the best I've ever seen. Right, what was I going to do? Zombie cat, wasn't I? Zombie cat. All right. Blimey, that's a difficult request, but let's have a look and see. No, I can't do a zombie cat. I'm sorry. No. Sorry, no zombie cat. No zombie cat. I'm limited. I'm limited to what I can do. If you're wondering where I'm getting these cats from, by the way, without breaching any copyrights, I'm a member of Envato Elements. So I've actually licensed these cats for use on this stream. So they're actually licensed to me, so I'm not breaching any copyright. So I can't just go on to Google and just suddenly pull up some Alpha Channel cats and put them on here, because I'd be breaching copyright. I've got to actually physically license the stuff, like the flag behind me is licensed. These cats are licensed, so I have to. I'm limited to the. I'm limited to the to what I can get down from Envato Elements. And there are cats. There are lots of cats, but there are no zombie cats. So I'm sorry about that. And I won't breach. I won't break. Because I'm on YouTube, and YouTube are really, really funny about copyright. and Twitch are as well. They are funny about copyright as well. I won't breach copy. Facebook is funny on copyright as well. I forgot Facebook has a serious copyright issue, which is why I don't play music on my stream. I can do because I'm also a member of Epidemic Sound, but I've got to be very careful of copyright, so I can't breach anybody's copyright. So I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it as legal as possible, and I have to be careful. So, but that's how I do. Right? Can anybody tell me, Richard or Paul, why is 1664 called wife beater? Why is it called wife beater? Does anyone know? Tim said that the other day. He said to me when I said I'm drinking 1664. He said you're a wife beater. Okay. Right. I've just looked on the front page of Reddit again. Let me just have another quick look on the front page of Reddit. A quick look on the front page of Reddit, see what the top stream is. See what I'm competing against. The top stream is a man playing a guitar. I'm fucked. All right, I'm fucked. From Wolverhampton, cider is known as wife beater. Okay. Why? I mean, I'm being serious now, right? Okay, because I'll tell you for why, right? In my experience, this is Reddit is built on copyright. So unfortunately, Robbie's Rotten Ghost, you'd be surprised how many streams just breach copyright left, right, and centre. The top live stream is a guitar player. So that's me buggered, isn't it? I put cats on, right? I put cats on, and I'm competing against a guitar player. See, it's all changed. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't breach anybody's copyright, which is why I've officially licensed them. Don't worry, I'm not mad enough to actually pay to license individual things like that. I've got a yearly subscription with Envato, and I use it for my YouTube channel for my videos. So I didn't just do it for this stream. I've got a yearly subscription, so which is why I can license the stuff very quickly like that. Right, let's go back to Reddit. What have we got on Reddit? So I'm trying to compete with a guitar player. It's straining my system doing the cats. Unless, of course, I can find a cat playing guitar. If we can find a cat playing guitar, we've got it sussed, haven't we? We've got it sussed. No, I can't find a cat playing a guitar. I wish I could. I've had Frog playing a guitar. Do you think a frog playing guitar will do the trick? No, I can't find a cat playing a guitar. I found a cat doing a samba dance. I found a skeleton playing a guitar, but I can't find a cat playing a guitar. No, there is no cat playing a guitar, so I'm just not. Nope. No. You'd think, wouldn't you? You'd think they'd have a juggle cats, cat juggling, right? Cat juggling. Yeah, but how does that compete with a guitar? I'm trying to look for something that I can compete with Reddit's front page, right? How do I compete with a guitar player? All right, I've tried to compete with cats, right? Because normally I'm up against cats, but I can't compete with the cats, and I've discovered it's not really the cats that's on Reddit's front page, is it? It's now a guitar player. I just looked. It's he's got 6,000 viewers, so it's a very quiet night on Reddit. But he's actually playing a guitar, so I can't compete with a guitar player, unless, of course, I can come up with something better than a guitar player, and I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Let's give this a try. See if this competes with the guitar player. There we go, right. Okay, I think I found a way to compete with the guitar player. There you go. See, we've got it sussed. Okay, we've got it. So let's get him out. He's getting in my frame. Get out of the way. Right. Okay, let's make him a bit smaller. I think. Make him a bit smaller. There we go. Right. Okay. See, I can take on the guitar player. All right. I'm now taking on the guitar players. Right. So there we go. That's sorted. Right. On Reddit, Robbie's Rotten Ghost is rule number 1 is to be good looking. Is it possible for me to be any better looking than I currently am, Robbie? Is it any possible? Is it possible for me to be any better looking than I am? Huh? Fuck Vermont. Is that the entire state? And if it is, do you have a mattress tied to your back? Stupid. Somebody's just come on and said, Retard 23 has just come on and said, fuck Vermont. You know, is that the entire state? I mean, men or women, you know, or don't you really care? And do you have a mattress tied to your back? Or are you a bottom? Do you have it tied to your front? These are questions we want to know when you make such blasé statements, aren't they? Sorry, anyone watching on Facebook, you can't see what's going on Reddit, but I can see what's going on Reddit, so I'll try and let you go. Anyway, how do you think? Do you think that I'm catching up with the guitar players now? Do you think I stand a chance? Let's move him across a bit. Do you think I stand a chance with the guitar players? Or do we prefer the cats? You need purple rimmed glasses. I need my contact lenses in, to be honest. I can set up a Snapchat type filter thing with a camera, but I haven't got it on this PC. It's on my other PC, and it will take me too long to sort it out. However, I do need to go and have a piss, so bear with me for a second. I will be back. Just bear with me for a second while I go to the loo, and I will be back. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I needed that. Oh, I needed that, right. Okay. There we go. Right, I'm back. Right, I need that. Look, I'm trying to compete with the guitar players, all right? You see any guitars around here? There's no guitars here. I'm trying to compete with the guitar players. Anyway, look. Come on, guys, look. There's only so much that I can talk about. You set the subject. We'll talk about what you guys want to talk about. We've done cats, all right? We've done cats. So I can put the cats back if you like. We've done cats. Let's move on. Let's find another subject, shall we? Let's find something else we can talk about to compete against the front page of Reddit. Okay, which, as I say, at the moment is a guitar player. It might be something else in about 5 minutes. Hey, it's my friend on YouTube. It's my friend Jimmy Two Shoes. Hey, Jimmy Two Shoes, how you doing? It's nice to have some interaction from YouTube. It's really nice. I'm just going to run through the figures again. We've got 8 watchers on Twitch. No, we've got 8 watchers on Reddit. We've got 1 watcher on Twitch. We've always got 1 watcher on Twitch. I'd love to know who the 1 watcher on Twitch is. Got 2 watchers on Facebook and 1 watcher on YouTube. So that's that. Right, we've done this, guy. Let's go back to the cats. We want the cats, don't we? We prefer the cats. So let's have the cats. There we go. Right, we've got the cats. We've got the cat. We prefer the cats, right? Okay, we've got the cats. So I've really arrived on Reddit, haven't I, with the cats? Right, so we've got the cats. Yeah, come on, you guys. Let's have some input from you. Let's have some input from you. Bretard23 has now said too many borders. Bretard is Bretard23 on Reddit, right? His first, I don't know what gender they are. Their first message was fuck Vermont, right? Okay. The second message is too many borders. Bretard23, is that a private conversation you'll have, or can we all join in? It's I mean, is it a private conversation? Are you actually chatting to anybody on this stream, or are you talking to yourself, or the voices in your head, perhaps? Is that what it is? I don't know. Auto moderators deleting the messages on live interaction on Reddit has asked a good question. Who was the better villain, Grouty from Porridge or Dirty Den from EastEnders? I actually I live in a little village just on the southeast corner of London called Chislehurst. But when I moved into this area from Hackney, I actually lived in Orpington, St Mary Cray, in fact, which is just literally 2 miles down the road. The reason I mention this, is because in St Mary Cray, it's not there anymore. In St Mary Cray, there was a pub called the Seven Styles, and that was my local. It was also Leslie Grantham's local, so I knew Leslie Grantham long before he was in EastEnders. We used to drink together, so at the Seven Styles in St Mary Cray, and yeah. So I'm a bit biased there. Oh, I won't say he was a friend. I mean, we'd go in the pub, we'd nod at each other, and we'd occasionally pass pleasantries, and then he made it big in EastEnders. So I can sort of, that's one claim to fame I've got. Another claim to fame I've got is I went to the same school as David Bowie. Yep, I went to the same school as David Bowie. Not at the same time, because he's like really old. But yeah, I went. Excuse me one sec. Paul Cooper on Facebook said that's Stella. What's Stella? Is that wife beater? That's what I thought Stella was, wife beater. That's so. And yet Richard has said cider is wife beater, but I also thought wife beater was one of those vests, the tank top type vests. I can't work it out. I mean, obviously depending on which part of the country you're from, a different beer is a wife beater. So live interaction. I'm a bit biased there, and yeah, Grouty from Porridge was a bit of a comical villain, but yeah, EastEnder was Den from EastEnders was a true villain. I used to watch EastEnders in those days, which is, by the way, I am an EastEnder. I was born and bred in the East End of London. I am a true Cockney, and trust me that EastEnders is nothing like the East End of London. I mean, it's as far removed from the East End of London, as New York is from the rest of America. There's somebody on Reddit called Bum Muncher One. Okay, Bum Muncher One has just put Doncaster ? And I'm not quite sure what that means. So, could you expand upon that, please, if you wouldn't mind? Doncaster. Are you asking me if I'm in Doncaster? Do I sound like I'm in Doncaster? Do I look like I'm in Doncaster? Jimmy Two Shoes on YouTube says, I lost a dear friend today, 30 years friendship and worker. Cause of his death was a slip on the mountain in Kerry, and he died instantly on his holiday. Life is so short. It is. I'm sorry to hear about your friend Jimmy Two Shoes. That you're right. Life is definitely precious. And to quote one of the famous poems, it is but a fleeting moment. I forget which poet said that. It's doing that, right, Paul? Yes, it's wife beater. Cider is for the homeless. By the way, obviously my best wishes to you and your other half with what's happening. I won't say, but I hope everything's going all right there, Paul. I really do, for both of you, because I know from obviously with my partner, it can be a strain. It can be a strain on the partner as well as the. I'm loath to say victim, but yeah, I hope it all goes well for you. I really do. And please, if she's not watching, please pass on mine and Sean's very best wishes. Bum Muncher on Reddit has now said Doncaster in uppercase with no question mark. So I'm still completely clueless. Yeah, Paul. I've always Paul Cooper said that Stella is wife beater. I've always known Stella as being wife beater. As being wife beater. Uh, yeah, it's one of those things. I had a friend who was a mountain. Talking about that, Jimmy Shoes. I had a friend who was a mountain guide, and he was up a mountain, and he was going along this mountain path, which is very narrow. Right, this mountain path is really narrow, and it's only got enough room for one person at a time to go. And to get down this mountain, you've got to go down this path, or there is a shortcut you can take, which involves going around the back of the mountain, to avoid this path. But once you're on this path, if you're going one way and somebody's coming the other way, it's like a nightmare. And he lost his job. He lost his job as a mountain guide. He lost his job as a mountain guide over the most innocent of things. He was going down the path, and a young lady was coming up the path, and they reached an impasse. And of course, there's no room for them to pass. So he came up with a blinding suggestion, and he got fired for it. All he said was, "Do you want to do it in the back, or shall I toss myself off?" And they sacked him. I can't believe that. Did you like The Long Good Friday? Yeah, I did like The Long Good Friday. That's a classic. That is a classic gangster film. That is. Well, no, it's not a gangster film. Well, it is a gangster film, isn't it? It's the EastEnders versus the IRA. Yeah, it was a good film. The Long Good Friday. I did like it. Bob Hoskins, rest in peace. Yeah, that was a good film. I did like Long Good Friday. We do occasionally make some good British films, you know. We do make some good British films. One of the best. I've hauled her out of the bath, and now she's listening as she puts on her sexy surgical stockings. I remember. Yeah, I've had those surgical stockings. They're not fun, are they? They are not fun at all. Oh dear. Kim, I hope it all goes well for you. I really, really do. I completely, as you can appreciate, I completely understand some of the feelings you've had. So I can empathise with you. I really can. So I hope it all goes well for you. We do some good British films. There's another film that I quite like. It's not one that you hear that often. It's called Brassed Off. Have you ever seen that? Brassed Off. Excellent film. It's all about a pit closure, or it's all about a brass band that from the pits up north, and it's a good film. It's a very good film. Right, okay. So come on, look. I'm still. Oh God, I'll tell you what. Right, it's the cats, isn't it? The cats have done it. I'm now down to just 3 people on Reddit. So that means something else is going on Reddit. So let's have a quick look at the front page again and see what's on Reddit's front page now. What am I competing with now? What am I competing with now? I am competing with a singer, a female singer. I'm competing with a female singer that's got 18,704 watchers. That's it. I'm buggered. I mean, I can't sing, and I can't do anything. Right, let's kill the cats. Let's kill the cats. We've had enough of the cats. Right. Okay, this cat's gone. Right. Oh, right. Let's get back to Reddit again now. So yeah, I enjoyed The Long Good Friday. It was a good film, and Bob Hoskins, he's dead now, but Bob Hoskins did make a very good villain. I thought Bob Hoskins made a wonderful villain. Indeed. I'm just going to look at myself on check your encoder settings. Keyframe interval 1.43, recommended 2. Hey, that can't be right. Output. I'll ignore that. Right. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I've never ever actually had Anybody ever watch me on Twitter? No, I'm not kidding. I'm on Twitter now, right? And I've got 0 viewers. 0 viewers on Twitter. I bet you didn't even know you could stream on Twitter, did you? I bet you didn't even know you could stream on Twitter when you can. It's only because I found it on Restream. Right, what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? Oh, Boris Johnson, what a scruff. What an unbelievable scruff. Did you see him going into St Paul's Cathedral today for a service? What an unbelievable scruff. Believable scruff. Right, Boris has perfected the I slipped in a hedge last night and I arrived on a motorbike without a crash helmet look. He's got that look down to perfection. I can't believe the man is scruffy. The man is unbelievably scruffy. How is he still Prime Minister? Top 5 British films. What's the film that had the theme tune Hot Stuff in it? The Dancing Strippers. God, I forget the name of the film now. Starred Robbie. Trainspotting is one. Trainspotting is one, but it's not my favourite. My favourite British film of all time has got to be Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, followed by Rock and Roller, followed by Layer Cake. I don't know whether you've ever seen those 3 films. They're all. I think they're all Guy Ritchie films. And what's that one? Blast Off is another one. But I think my top 5 have got to be all Guy Ritchie films. So they've got to be all Guy Ritchie films. Layer Cake, Rock and Roller, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch is number 4. It's difficult. I also think a lot of the James Bond films are good films, especially with Daniel Craig. I quite like Daniel Craig as a James Bond. So actually picking a top 5 British film is a bit difficult, but there's been so many good ones. There's another one starring I've forgotten his name now. Bill Nye. About Full Monty. That's it. Thank you, Paul. Paul Cooper just said on Facebook. Full Monty. There's another one starring Bill Nighy, which is an excellent film. The Boat That Rocked is the story of Radio Caroline, the radio station, the pirate radio station in the 1960s. The Boat That Rocked is actually a very, very good British film. And I saw a good film on Netflix the other day, The Good Liar, which starred Helen Mirren and Ian Kellam. And that was an excellent film with a bit of a twist in the tale. That was a very good film, well worth watching. So, but Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, live interaction on Reddit. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. It created a whole new genre, and it certainly made Guy Ritchie's a great director. I enjoyed that film. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, do you know what? That's one of the things about chemotherapy, right? It gives you something called chemo brain or chemo fog, which is a bit of a nightmare. So sometimes when I'm talking, I'll be going through my spiel and I'll suddenly forget what I'm talking about halfway through. Some people think it's old age, but it's not. It is a side effect of chemotherapy, which reminds me I haven't taken my medication tonight, so I'm going to do that right now, and then I'm probably not going to be doing very sensible thing and washing it down with beer. Not a good thing to be doing. So yeah, come on, let's have something else to chat about. Richard, for his remarks, Richard Clues is buying the first pint at our annual general meeting. That I've decided. He stitched himself up for that one. That's his punishment. I know the fucking box. Yeah, I normally when I stream on a Friday night, I normally just limit my stream to Reddit and Twitch, but I decided to expand to all the platforms and just grind away at them. I think fuck it, if I'm going to humiliate myself, I might as well do it. Oh, he is watching. Richard is watching. Right. Obviously, I'm going to humiliate myself and do it across all platforms. So that's down to Richard. Actually, I think Tim owes me the first part. I've got to put up with Tim, right? Putting up with Tim, I think, is something that needs investigation. Oh, right, last one. I think Tim owes me a point or two. Oh, yeah, actually, to be honest with you, Richard, Richard on Facebook, Richard Clues on Facebook, friend of mine. It'd be nice to catch up with everybody again. My favourite piece of music. Okay, Live Interaction 587 has asked me what my favourite piece of music is. My favourite tune is by a group called Edison Lighthouse. It's called Love Grows, and it's in brackets Where My Rosemary Goes. That is a tune that I love very much. Closely followed by Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks, which sort of leads me on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about. I've got some crib notes here. Let me just wash my meds down with a beer, which is probably a very bad thing to do. I've been looking at Mixcloud. I don't know whether you guys know what Mixcloud is, but Mixcloud will allow me to stream and play music at the same time without any of the copyright issues, because Mixcloud has a revenue sharing agreement with the Performing Arts Society, so I can actually put live music on. And so I'm thinking of actually going on to Mixcloud and doing this, what I'm doing now, but playing my music every few minutes, the music that's important to me, playing my music. And I won't be able to co-stream it on any other channel because it'd have to be, because of the licensing agreement, so it would have to be just on Mixcloud only. So sort of like a radio station, but playing the music that I like. And I've got a very very wide genre of music. My friend Paul Cooper, he's got very similar taste in music. He goes out to these Butlins musical weekends. You were at one, you were one just recently with some. What one was you at just recently, Paul? That you and your other half were at. You were one just recently with Butlins. You did a live broadcast from there. So I've got very wide and varied music tastes. I've got a golden rule with music. If I can tap my foot to it, I generally like it. That does me. So I haven't got any favourite style of music, and my music taste covers all the years with a heavy emphasis on the 1970s, because I was 10 in 1970 and I was 20 in 1980. Those 10 years were my musically formative years. Those were the years when I was really heavily into music. So a lot of my musical roots or my musical taste comes from that decade, which was at the start of the decade it was glam rock. At the end of the decade it was punk rock and the New Romantics. So it was a very very musically spread decade. It had a very wide spectrum of music across the decades. So name okay 4230 on Reddit says it was your sister's wedding on Wednesday. Congratulations, your sisters. While your sister was having her wedding, I was at the movies watching Top Gun Maverick, which is a film everybody must go and see. If you've ever seen the original Top Gun, you must go and see Maverick. It is fantastic. It actually had tears rolling down my face at the end. I'm not going to give the plot away, but it's a fantastic film. It's the best film I've seen in a long, long time, and you have to watch it in the cinema or on a big screen. Right, Paul Cooper on Facebook says 13th of May Soul Weekend. Secret 216 on YouTube. When are you live streaming Empires and Allies again? I generally live stream Empires and Allies in the mornings when I get up. I don't have a set time. because I get up at different times. So it'll probably be tomorrow morning. I'll be streaming Empires and Allies. So that's UK time. I'm in London, UK time. So that's when you can. That's when you can generally catch it. Which brings me back nicely to what I was saying about this radio station idea of mine. While I'm waiting for the viewers, because it's like everything, it's a grind. I mean, to get YouTube viewers, I mean, I've been on YouTube streaming now for over a year. I've been Twitch streaming now for over a year, and I'm nowhere near any of the thresholds needed to monetize either platform. Nowhere near it. So it's just a case of grinding away. And I'll grind away with Empires and Allies, but I was thinking that while I'm doing my music thing, I will play Empires and Allies in the background while the tunes are playing. I'm just thinking of that. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. You tell me. Do you think this is a good idea, what I'm talking about? Playing the music that I like, interspersed with me talking absolute bollocks like I am now. Name OK4230 on Reddit says, have I ever gone to Nawab's restaurant in London? No, I've never even heard of it. What sort of restaurant is it? And name OK4230 says he's never seen any of the Top Guns. There's only been two. There was Top Gun and now there's Top Gun Maverick. And Top Gun won me a holiday. The film Top Gun won me a holiday in Jamaica. It really did. No, it really did. It won me a holiday in Jamaica. I'll tell you about it. I used to work for a company called Dixon Stores Group. Actually, used to work for Curry's many years ago. My friend Carl Fleming, if he's still watching, will confirm this. And in the early days of the video recorder, this is in the 1980s, when the video recorder first came out, they started bringing out 4-channel Dolby 5.1 video recorders, and they wanted to publish videotapes. They wanted to publicise this as the next best thing since sliced bread. So there was a competition that came down from head office that said, we're going to have mystery shoppers come in, and out of all the branches, whoever gives the best demonstration of one of these 4-channel video recorders will win a holiday in Jamaica. I did. I gave the best demonstration because I set it up so you get the full quadraphonic. That's the word I was looking for. You get the full quadraphonic sound effect from it. And I set it up, and the film that I used was Top Gun, because that was one of the first. From what I remember, that was one of the first big films that were in Dolby 5.1, and it really did make a difference if you had a surround sound. So I gave the demonstration of this video recorder, and I used Top Gun, and that won me a holiday in Jamaica, which I'll never forget because I lost a day. The reason I lost a day is because my then wife. We went to Jamaica, and it was an all-inclusive resort, and there was barbed wire all around the resort, and armed security guards, because this is Ocho Rios. This is in the late 1980s, Ocho Rios in Jamaica, because apparently, according to the resort, it was dangerous to go outside of the resort. That, by the way, is a load of bollocks. That was just the resort trying to make you stay inside the resort and spend your money with them, rather than going out into the town. But I went out into the town because I'm like that. But my ex-wife didn't. She stayed back at the hotel. So I found myself on a beach, and I was sitting on the beach there, and this white rasta came up to me and invited me to a party. And Jamaican parties are. I got absolutely wankered. On Red Stripe and totally off my head on weed. I have never been so high and so drunk at the same time. It was just absolutely amazing. It just getting drunk. You can just getting drunk and getting stoned in Jamaica is just an amazing thing. And the next day it led me to a bit of trouble, because the next day we were due to go scuba diving, and I went scuba diving, and I was underwater, and all of a sudden I looked round and everybody else had suddenly buggered off. And I'm just there on my own. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? Where have they all gone? So I thought, I better go and surface. See what's going on. So of course I've just got a vest and shorts on and flippers. So I surfaced right in the middle of a flotilla of champagne cork jellyfish. My God, my legs were stung left, right, and centre. They actually swelled up to about twice their normal size. That was the most painful day and a half of my life after surfacing in this flotilla of champagne cork jellyfish, but I'll never forget that. That was a fun time in Jamaica. That serves me right for getting stoned and drunk the day before. I should never have gone scuba diving in that condition. I wasn't drunk that day, but it was Dolby Surround. Thank you, Paul. Like I said, my memory's not what it was. I'm older than you. Um, uh, and yeah, it was Dolby Surround. It was, but yeah, Top Gun came out in 1986, I think. So it would be about 1987, 1988 that I won this holiday in Jamaica. Oh, that was great fun. I also discovered Blue Mountain coffee. Oh, Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee and jerk chicken. Oh, jerk chicken. Oh, heaven. Um, don't ask what's in it though. Whatever you do, don't ask what's in it. It may not even be chicken, right? When we were at this party, which was on the beach, right, there was this little like beach hut. You can't really call it beach hut because it looked like it was built out. And there was this two little old women there just cooking chicken, and there was no fridge and no food hygiene standards as we know it, and they were just throwing stuff into this pan and frying it and calling it jerk chicken. Everybody ate it, and I ate it as well. And I think the health and safety people would throw a complete fit if they ever saw it. But it was the nicest chicken I've ever had. It was absolutely gorgeous. But don't ask what was in it. I was told don't ask what was in it, so I didn't. And he said it may not even be chicken in there. And I'm thinking, well, if it ain't chicken, I don't know what the fuck it is. But if it ain't chicken, at least I know what rat tastes like. But yeah, it was absolutely nice. Oh, absolutely lovely. Had a great time in Jamaica. There's another place there called Dunn's River Falls. If you ever get a chance to go to Jamaica, visit Dunn's River Falls. That's great fun. Right. And I visited Kingston, and I saw the yards in Trenchtown. Kingston, Jamaica is a place that contrasts. You've got the rich and the poor right next to each other, and it's the difference is amazing. The poor really are poor, and the rich really are rich out there in Jamaica, and the government yards in Trenchtown. When Bob Marley sung about the government yards in Trenchtown, you can't really visualise it unless you actually see them. Just wow, yeah, wow. Right. I hope that answers some of those questions. So, Empires and Allies tomorrow. Nobody's got back to me about my idea about the radio station. So, is your accent, Nantucket, is your accent specific? Is your accent, this is someone on Reddit, right? Is your accent specific to a specific part of England? Yes, it is. I am a London Cockney. I was born and bred in the East End of London, so I have a London Cockney accent, and it is very, very localised to people born in the East End of London. And I'm talking to a friend of mine, Paul Cooper, who comes from it's Wolverhampton, isn't it, Paul? You're Wolverhampton way, aren't you? I'm sure you're Wolverhampton rather than Birmingham. He's got a completely different accent. He's only about 120 miles from me, but his accent is completely different entirely. Same with my friend Richard. He's got a completely different accent. But that's the thing about the UK. I've noticed this about the UK. You can go less than 100 miles and the accent changes. You can go 1,000 miles in America and the accents are still the same. But yeah, my accent is specific to the East End of London. Although I now live in the southeast part of London, and I have done since I was 18. So what's that? That's 46 years. 46 years. 46 years. And so I've probably softened some of my Cockney, but I can still speak fluent rhyming slang. I've softened some of my Cockneys. That's it, Brommy. I knew you guys had come from around that way. I'm sure I know you're Black Country, Richard. I'm not sure about Paul. I know where he lives because I've been to his house, but I don't know what exactly part of it is. Where it is, it's just off the M6. So I'm not sure whether it's Birmingham or Wolverhampton or even Coventry. I'm not quite sure. My geography's not too hot on that. Sick Widget 216. No, you can talk about Empires and Allies if you like. It'd be nice change to talk about it. I'll answer that in a second. On Live Interaction 587, what's the name of the streaming service where you can play music? It's a good idea. Mixcloud, Mixclode, Mixcloud, or MXCloud. I think it's called MXCloud. I'm sure it is. What they do is they do a No, I know you're not from Wolverhampton. Not. I know you're not originally from Wolverhampton, but to me, your accent is that accent, and I know you're not from there. I know you're from the. I believe if I remember rightly, Paul, you're from the East Coast, aren't you? I think you're from the East Coast. If I remember correctly, I might be talking shit again. So it's called Mixcloud Live Interaction. Do you know any people in Watford? We have Cockney here. You'd only have Cockney here if they were born in the East End of London, because that's you, to be a true Cockney, you've got to be born within the sound of Bow Bells, which means the East End of London. So you only have Cockneys if they were born in the East End of London. If they were born in Watford, they're not a Cockney. So that's the prime qualification for being a Cockney, within the sound of the Church of St Mary le Bow, within the sound of the bells, which is the East End of London. Right, yes, Sick Witted 216. My favourite Omega. That is a difficult question because each Omega has a different thing. For defence, I prefer. Yes, Paul Cooper. Yes, you're right. Mosley. That's it. Mosley. Yes. Do you know what? I once went out with a girl from Mosley. She took her home to meet her parents, and they were mine. Right. Yes. My favourite Omega. Well, defensively, when I set my base up for an allied mission, I use Mantis because it repairs itself with the med drones. When I'm stealing resources from other players' bases, just stealing resources and not after medals or points, just to get resources, I use Falcon. If I'm taking out a much higher level base, which I do, I use Talon. So I use different Omegas for different jobs. Sometimes for a high level base, I mean, I'm only level 24, but if I take it on, and I can take on and beat level 34s, I use a Viper because that's a long range weapon. I mean, to win a battle, you have to take out 50% of the buildings or the headquarters. And some bases are so badly set up that I can plonk a Viper in, and I can actually take out the headquarters in a matter of seconds, and that's it. I've won the battle, and then I can retreat and I've won the battle. So it all depends on each base is different. So I have different Omegas for different situations. If that answers your question, but like I say, I'll be on in the morning and we can talk about it then as well. So it's not a problem. Is EastEnders classed as Cockney? No, EastEnders is nothing like. EastEnders is nothing like the East End of London, I promise you. EastEnders is as far removed from the East End of London as New York is from the rest of America. Okay, if you're in America, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. There's New York and then there's the rest of America. There's no comparison. EastEnders is exactly the same. I knew it was Newmarket, East Anglia. That's it. I knew it was something like that, Paul, because we had talked about that before. So I got it in my head. You're on the East Coast, but of course it's East Anglia, Newmarket. So I knew that it was there. Yes, I do remember you saying about that before, Paul. I do remember. Leo CKL on Reddit has said, "Let Scotland be free." If you want Scotland to be free, right? If you want Scotland to be free, all you've got to do is convince Nicola Sturgeon to let everybody in the United Kingdom vote for Scottish independence. I absolutely guarantee you will get your freedom, because we are so fucking pissed off with her whining. We'll say yes just to get the shot of her, honestly. Although I do find her to be quite an attractive woman. But you know, yeah, all right. Hopefully we'll be on in the morning, Sickwit. Thanks. But I do find it to be quite an attractive woman, but I'm probably the wrong sex. Oh, did I say that? Super injunction. I can't really say that, can I? No, I can't really say that. Right, okay. Yeah, hopefully I'll catch you in the morning, Sickwit. Right. Name OK4230. So what area is Posh found? I've no idea what you're talking about. Do you want to explain that a bit more? I've seen the original Get Carter. Of course I've seen the original Get Carter. Me and Michael Caine were actually born in the same area, almost exactly the same area. Both born in the East End, both born within a mile of the Blind Beggar pub, which, if you know, was very heavily involved in the craze, where Jack Hack McVitie was shot by one of the craze at the Blind Beggar pub. That area's changed now. I went back. I've not been back to Whitechapel, East End, Mile End. I've not been back to Mile End for a good few years. When I did go back, I was absolutely shocked. I can't believe how much Petticoat Lane Market has changed as well, talking of Whitechapel. It's not the market I remember as a child. Only if we never have to hear or see her again. Sorry, Paul, I'm lost. Who are we talking about? Paul Cooper on Facebook says, only if we never have to hear or see her again. Is this my ex-wife? One of my ex-wives I'm talking about? What? Who are we talking about? I've lost the plot again. Amber Heard? No, I'm sorry, I don't know. People with a posh accent. What area does that accent originate? Everywhere in England, you've got posh accents. You've got the Queen's. People speak the Queen's English. People from Cockney people speak with posh accents. You know, it's. I don't think there's a particular region for posh accents. It's all got the ability to. Can you drink tea with your finger sticking out? Right? If you drink a beer with your finger sticking out, see, if you can do that, you have a posh accent. My favourite accent, I must admit, my favourite accent is the Irish accent. I love the Irish accent. I think it's such a musical accent. It's unbelievable, the Irish accent. I love it. Closely followed by the Welsh accent. My other half is Welsh. I think the Welsh make great singers. They've got beautiful singing voices. Sorry, Paul, who are we talking about? Sorry, I'm completely lost. Right, well, I'm surprised, right? Sturgeon, yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying, Paul. That's what I'm saying. Scotland would get their independence if Scotland allowed everybody in the UK to vote, because we would get rid of her. You know, we would get rid of her. We would absolutely get rid of her. We would vote yes to Scottish independence. Sorry, live interaction. Yeah, I never liked that. Sylvester Stallone did the remake of Get Carter. Was it Sylvester Stallone? Didn't like that. The original Get Carter. That's another classic British film. Sorry. For those of you on Facebook, we're talking about Get Carter on Reddit. I know it's complicated, and I can see what's going on, and I am working. I'm struggling with it at the moment, but I'm working on a Python script to enable me to. At the moment, the Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube chat are combined. So anybody on Twitch can see what people on Facebook and YouTube are saying. Anybody on YouTube can see what Facebook and Twitch are saying. Nobody on Reddit can see what's going on Facebook and Twitch, and nobody on Twitch can see what's going on Reddit. So I have to work between. But that's because to try and explain it. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube are being broadcast in landscape 16:9 format. Reddit is in portrait 9:16 format. So I've actually had I'm doing Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube in one stream, going out for a service called Restream, which is then rebroadcasting it to the 3 separate platforms. And in a second separate stream, I'm going out on Reddit because Restream can't broadcast in 2 different formats. So I've got to use 2 different instances of OBS, which gets really complicated. But it means that I can't get them talking to each other. I'm struggling. I'm writing a script in Python to do it, but I'm a bit struggling because I can't get access to the source code of RPAN OBS because I need to incorporate WebSockets into it. Although I read an announcement yesterday saying that they are going to actually allow OBS RPAN to go. I'm pointing up there because it's on my top monitor. They're actually going to allow OBS RPAN to become open source, which is great because then I can actually put WebSockets in. And once I put WebSockets in, I can get the 2 programs to communicate with each other and hopefully get it so that everybody can see what everybody else is saying, which makes my job a lot easier. Right. So let me just have a quick check and see what's on the front page of Reddit. See what I'm comparing, because I've only got 7 watchers again. No, I'm up to 14 watchers now. So let's see what I'm competing with on Reddit's front page now. Earlier it was cats, then guitar players, and now I'm competing with a guy that's playing guitars and keyboards. Well, that's it. I'm fucked anyway. I mean, there's no way that I can compete with that. Well, they're saying that he's only got 299 watches, so I've got a funny feeling it's not that busy tonight on Reddit. What have I got? I've got 14 watches on Reddit. I've got 1 on Twitch. Only ever 1 on Twitch. Facebook says I've got 1, but I think Facebook might be lying. I think I might have more than 1. And YouTube says I've got 1 viewer, so I don't know. But at the moment, I prefer Reddit for streaming. Just out of curiosity, Reddit. Look, I have a YouTube channel. I bet you can't guess what the URL of my YouTube channel is. Go on. I bet you can't guess. Go on. Take a wild stab in the dark. In case anyone hasn't realised, the reason I'm flying a Union Jack, and it's a bit difficult because Facebook's saying 2 to you, is it, Richard? It's only saying 1 to me, but the figures are a bit funny. I think it's complicated. I'm actually flying a Union. Well, it's not a Union Jack. A Union Jack is only flying when it's on a ship. It's a Union flag. I'm flying the Union flag behind me, but because it's 16 by 9 on Facebook and Twitch, you can see the full flag. On Reddit, they can't. They can only see. Imagine on Reddit, they can only see this much of me. On Twitch, you've got this much of the screen. On Reddit, you've only got that much of it. You got it's complicated. If you switched to Reddit, you'd understand. But hopefully, with this announcement that's come out just recently with Reddit, that will change. I hope Reddit goes over to the 16 by 9 format, because that would make life a lot easier. Because then I could use 1 service to stream on all of them. Just changing the subject for a minute, and this will relate to. I'm not going to mention any names because that's personal information we don't want to give out. This will relate to one of you here. On Reddit, there's a sub called R Cancer, which I've been obviously having cancer. I've been active in the last couple of days, and somebody asked me, they've asked me this question. They've been told they've got an incurable cancer, which mine is just incurable, and they've just said, I'm mad right now, mad that this is my fate. I don't know how to change my outlook. I don't want to spend my last month's years depressed. How do you change your mindset? I'm going to answer it. I'm going to post in the sub a bit later. But my answer is, I don't change my mindset. I've always been the sort of person that I don't see adversity. I've never seen adversity. I don't see adversity. I don't see obstacles. What I see is challenges. And I see everything in life in challenges. And having cancer is just yet another challenge to overcome. This is what defines me. My life has been one challenge after another that I've just overcome. So that's how I have this mindset that I'm not going to let my cancer define me. I'm not going to let it get me down. Yes, it's affected me. I mean, it's cost me a lot. It's put me in a wheelchair. It's given me a serious lung condition. It's cost me my hearing. It's cost me a very dry mouth. But I still have some quality of life, and I quite enjoy that, because I can still do some of the things I do. I'm meeting with 2 of my friends here, Richard and Paul, who are on Facebook. I will be hopefully. Well, I know I'll definitely be meeting Richard on July the 2nd. Hopefully, Paul and his good lady will turn up on July the 2nd as well. But no pressure there, Paul. No pressure there at all. But it would be nice to see some old friends. We're just round the corner from you. So I'm looking forward to that. That's actually in Birmingham. I'm going up to on July the 2nd, because it's central. Because we've got people coming down from Scotland, and we've got people coming up from the West Country, and I'm coming up from London. So we've got people coming from the North East as well. So that should be an interesting night. and I'm going to be broadcasting from there, but not on Reddit and YouTube. I'm going to be doing a Zoom because some other friends who can't be there want to take part. Excuse me, I want to take part, but I'm going to be doing a Zoom. But I'm not going to open that up to the world because this is sort of a private event. But the ones that are there know what I'm talking about. But it would be nice to catch up with some friends. Right? Okay, I can't compete with the guitar player, so we'll just have a cat. All right, we'll have a cat. Okay, so there we go. There's a cat. So we've got a cat. So let's watch that pick up my viewers. No, they've dropped. They've gone from 14 to 6. I put a cat up and they've gone from 14 to 6. Seriously, I'm going to be streaming on Sunday night from the pub. I will have 30 or 40,000 people watching me on Sunday night, and I've got 6 now. It doesn't do my ego a lot of good, you know. Do my ego a lot of good at all. Anyway, cheers. Right, come on, people. Felix the cat playing the piano. Yeah. Why don't you just give me something hard? Felix the cat playing the piano. Don't think I can do it, Richard. Don't think I can do it. I'm limited to what I can do. Cat playing piano. I'm just typing and searching. Cat playing piano. Don't think. Oh, I don't believe it. I've now found a cat playing a guitar. I was looking for a cat playing a guitar earlier. I've just found a cat playing a guitar. Put me. No, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Anyway, look, come on, you guys. Let's you look. I've done all the talking now, and I've started to wear my throat out. So let's. Oh bloody hell! I've got 2 viewers on Twitch. Oh my god! Hello. I've just doubled my viewership on Twitch. Oh, thanks. I've got 2 viewers on Twitch. The most I've ever had at any one time on Twitch. Wow. 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 I thought we weren't talking about people from Wolverhampton, Paul. No, I thought we weren't talking about people from Mosley. Mosley, because they're all banjo players, aren't they? You know, as in the deliverance. Deliverance. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely amazed. I've got 2 viewers on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Come on, say something, even if it's fuck off, please. I'm stunned that I've doubled my viewership. I've actually got 2 viewers on 2 viewers on Twitch. Yes, it's been a whole year, and I've got 2 viewers on Twitch. See, I've arrived. I'm there. 2 viewers on Twitch. Right, cat playing banjo. Right, banjo. Oh, cat playing banjo. Oh. No. But it's not a cat playing banjo, but it's definitely not a cat playing banjo. But we'll see if this works. Does this work for you, Paul? It's not a cat playing banjo, but does this work for you? There we go. Does that work for you, Paul? Hang on, I've got some feedback. Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, does that work? Does that work? I can make it a bit bigger. There we go. There you go. Right. There you go. A bit bigger. There we go. Right. Does that work? Right. So come on, guys. Look. I've been on stream for 1 hour and 50 minutes, and I'm getting a bit worn out because I'm having to lead the conversation all the time. So, and I'm not getting any interaction from Twitch there. So let's you guys come on. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Let's let you. It's an AMA, so you talk about what we want to talk about. What do you want to talk about, Richard? What do you want to talk about, Paul? What do you want to talk about? Live interaction. Come on, we haven't got long, because otherwise, if we can't, if you leave it to me, I've run out of things to talk about. I've crossed everything off on my list now. I have crossed everything off on my list now. They only get to keep the rocking chair for one night before someone steals it. It's hidden by the subtitle. You're watching me with subtitles? Or have I got that wrong? I don't know what this looks like on Facebook. Oh, I don't know what this looks like on Facebook, but I'm starting to get tired now. Oh. I wish I could play music. Well, I can play music, but it's not music you recognise because of copyright rules and copyright laws. Yeah, they only get to keep the rocking chair for one night before someone steals it. Yeah. So is that a good enough banjo thing? But or should I, we'll go back to cats, shall we? Let's go back to cats. Cats are always good. There we go. We'll go back to the dancing cat. We like the dancing cat, don't we? We like the dancing cat, right? So come on, Reddit. Let's not. Oh, I've gone back down to one viewer on Twitch. So whoever it was that was watching me on Twitch is gone. So obviously they were that interested. So come on, guys. Let's have some interaction from you. Or otherwise, I'll give it 5 minutes to get some interaction from you, and I'm on the 15th, Paul. On the 15th, me and the other half are going out to a musical evening, rather like your Butlins ones, and I will do a bit of a live stream from there. So I won't tell you what it's all about. I'll surprise you. Going out for a musical evening. Oh right, yes. The second is a maybe, depending on how the boss. Of course, absolutely, of course, Paul. Absolutely, of course. That goes without saying, of course. Health before anything else. Absolutely, of course. Oh yeah, Facebook puts up subtitles. I know it does. I dread to think how Facebook is translating my accent. What's my favourite drink? My favourite drink is beer. I love real ale. I absolutely love real ale. And if you need to go onto Reddit, Richard, because I can't multi-stream from my mobile phone. Well, I can, but I'd need two mobile phones, and it starts to get really complicated. Sunday nights, I go up to my local micro pub, and I do a live stream from my micro pub. I go up there for about 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Sunday night. They shut at 9:30, so it's not a long stream. But I do a pub stream, and I stream from there on a Sunday evening, and I drink real ale, and I really love real ale. Out of all of the real ales, there's one called Woodford's Wherry, which is absolutely gorgeous. It is my favourite beer. Secondly, and Woodford's Wherry is one that I brew at home as well when I do brew at the moment. At the moment, because the room that I normally brew in is being used for other purposes, my home brewing has been put on a hold. But the other one I do is something called Wainwright's Golden Champion, which is another gorgeous ale. Absolutely gorgeous ale, Wainwright's Golden Champion. But yeah, any of the real ales. I When I go out the pub, I tend to drink. If they have, I look for a golden ale. If they've got a golden ale on, because it's a micro pub, they change the range every single day. They're not tied to a brewery. They change the range every single day, and I always look for a golden ale. If there's no golden ale available, I'll go for a session IPA. And they have some very nice session IPAs. Very nice IPAs. I don't drink at home. I drink lager because I don't like the canned IPAs. They taste awful. But I do like a nice lager at home. But in the pub, it's the session IPAs are nice. My favourite drink is a proper real ale called Woodford's Wherry. It's absolutely good. Wherry, Happy Smile Seeker. I will type it out for it's called Wherry. This right, Wherry. I'll just put it on the other chat as well in case anybody wants it. It's called Woodford's Wherry. There you go. I'll put it up again. Woodford's Wherry. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous beer. Yeah, it's my absolute favourite. Happy Jubilee to you, Insectoid. I'm flying. You can't see it because it's because Reddit's in Insectoid on Reddit has just asked me a question. Just said Happy Jubilee. You can't see it on Reddit properly because Reddit is in portrait format, but I've actually got the Union flag flying behind me. You can probably make out parts of the Union flag. So I'm not the world's greatest royalist. I'll be honest. I'm one of these people that I can take or leave it. Subtitle said Woodford's Worry. Yeah, I'm sure it did. I've had experience of when I do my fast talking, the subtitles just come out with a load of bollocks. So I've got the Union flag. It's incorrect to call it. People call it the Union Jack, but it's only a Union Jack when it's flown on the jacksprit of a ship. All right, when it's not on a ship, it's a Union flag. So its correct name is the Union flag, but people know it as the Union Jack. Obviously, I've got a full-blown Union Jack flying behind me, which if you were on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, you'd see it because they're 16 by 9. But because Reddit is 9 by 16, you can't see the full Union Jack. So I'm celebrating the Jubilee, but not as a royalist. I'm celebrating the Jubilee because I love all the pomp and circumstance. I love all the marching troops. I love all the ceremonial stuff that goes with it. And I guess for that you've got to have the royal family. But I think it defines us as British, and I absolutely love it. I would like to have gone up into the centre of town. I'm only 14 miles from the centre of town. I would have liked to have gone up into the centre of town yesterday and today to have seen it all, but 2 weeks ago, I went up to the centre of town and I picked up a virus. And because I'm immunocompromised, it knocked me off of my feet completely. Which reminds me, Paul, that graph that I put on my Facebook page, that was my lung function. That was my peak flow, how effective my lungs are at processing oxygen. And green is good, red is very, very bad. And you can see exactly from that graph where the virus hit me because my lung function plummeted down to the red, which was that Thursday that my temperature went over 40 degrees, 40.3 it was. So I would love to have gone up there, Insectoid, to have watched it all, but I think that I'd have been pushing my luck, especially as I say, I've just got over this virus today. This virus has knocked me on my arse for 2 weeks, and it's only finally today that I've really felt normal again for the first time. Insectoid on Reddit says he's going to a punk gig in London tomorrow. Any bands we know? When punk started to arrive about 1977 or maybe 1976. I'm going from memory now. I'm not googling it, but punk arrived in the UK 1976, 1977 with people like the Stranglers and the Sex Pistols. And I remember it. I remember thinking it was a load of old rubbish. Although saying that, I never liked the Sex Pistols. I thought they were crap. But the Stranglers I quite like, and they came out with a song that I remember from about 1978, Golden Brown, which I actually thought was a really good song. And It's one of these ones that's become an evergreen now. You hear the riff come on for it, and straight away you know it's Golden Brown, and you think there were plenty of people that thought the punk would never survive, but Golden Brown is one of those ones that's been around for a while. Verucas, do you know them? No, I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them. I'm sorry. It's I'm not up on modern bands. My music is way back. It's way back in last century. I really am last century for music, and I am well insectoid. I've had a nasty virus which has caused me a lot of problems. Twitch, hi, Saul. I've just got to go on Twitch because I've just got to ban somebody, and I've just got to report them. So just let me do that. I just need to report them. So bear with me because they're spamming me with their crap. So let's just go into moderation mode. I've just got to report you. Sorry, you're going to lose your account, but that will teach you for spamming me. Let me just get rid of you. And done there. So that's that done. I think you're done. I think so. Yep, that's you reported. So that's you done. Right, okay. I need to get back to the channel now, sorry. It's one of the sad things that happens that sometimes you do get people that spam it, so not very nice people, I'm afraid. But I've dealt with that. I think I've cleared them up and I've reported them, so that's that done. Right. Oh. I don't know why people do that. Do they think that I'm not going to report them or something? I don't know. Right, yes, that's got rid of them. Right, okay, let's go rid of them. Sorry about that. Fort Walton Bleach, good evening, my friend. Yeah, I can't stand spamming and I can't stand trolling. There's no need for it. And I've had a couple of trolls this week, and they don't make for very pleasant experiences. Yeah. The cat insectoid is because earlier on, the front page of Reddit had a cat shitting in its little box, and it was the top stream, and 34,000 people were watching it. So I had to find a cat to appeal to the. I had to find some way of appealing to the oh, pardon me, to the people that are interested in cats. But so I've got another cat, but you know another cat. You have two cats now. There you go. Double bubble on the cats. I've got Twitch viewers. I'm back on 2 viewers on Twitch again. So hello again, Twitch viewers. That's double my viewership. That is an amazing thing to double my viewership. So hello, Twitch. Would you like to speak? Can you speak? Are you going to speak? Twitch, don't just view. Just say something, even if it's fuck off. Just let me know that you're there. It would be nice. Okay, right. So there we go. I've got 2 cats now, so I'm definitely competing with the front page of Reddit. Although when I looked about 10 minutes ago, it was a guy playing a guitar on the front page. Let's have a look and see who's on the front page of Reddit at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Top live stream is a woman stroking her dog. There's a woman stroking her dog, and it has 10,339 watches. She's stroking her dog. She's petting her dog, right? And it's got... No, it's a horse. It's a horse. I'm sorry. It's a horse. It's a horse. No, we're now watching a horse eating grass. All right? We are watching a horse eating grass. And there are 10,339 people watching this horse eat grass. And there's 11 people watching me. This doesn't do my ego any good, right? For 11 people are watching me and 10,000 people are watching this horse eating grass. You think I'm joking, don't you? I am not. I am not joking, right? That is the top live stream on Reddit, okay? A horse eating grass. He's not doing anything else. It is just eating grass. That really is the top live stream on Reddit. And there's no way that I can compete with that. I can compete with that. I just can't compete with that. I just can't compete with that. And now we're looking at an empty field. Yep, we're looking at an empty field. The top live stream on Reddit now has 15,295 watchers watching an empty field. How do I compete? Even my cats can't compete with that. 15,295 people watching a tree. They are, they're watching a tree. We are now watching a tree. I wish I could show you guys what can I show you a way of doing it? Yes, I can. I can show you a browser source. Hang on. I can do it. I think I can do it. Let me just see if I can do this, right? Let me let me just show you what's going on Reddit, all right? Let me just show you what's going on Reddit, right? We're going to give this a try now. So let's see if we can do this. Right? Let's see if we can do this. Let's put it up. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, so let's give it a try. Yes, it is. Right, okay. There's the front page of Reddit. Let's call it up. I've got to interact with the browser, so bear with me. Interact, right? Okay. Accept all. Right, okay. Let's interact with the top stream of Reddit, and let's see if we can find it for you, right? Right. Why isn't that scrolling down? I'm not sure why that's not scrolling down. I'm sorry. I should be interacting with this. It should be scrolling down. I'm not sure why not. Sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to get this to work. This should work. I should be able to scroll down to the top live stream. So why won't it let me? I can't. I thought I could do it, but I can't. I'm sorry. Let me just try something else. Right. Let me just try something else. Let me just see if I can show you what the top live stream on Reddit is. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh. You think I'm joking, right? You think I'm joking. You think I'm joking when I say you're watching an empty field. Right, okay. Let's try that. Yep, here we go. See, this is the top stream on Reddit right now. Okay, and they have 16,028 watchers. 16,028. Oh, we've got a young lady up here. No, she's gone again. 16,028 watchers watching this. All right, instead of me. And I'm not joking about the number of watchers either. Hang on, let me send that. I'm not joking about the number of watchers. Let me see if I can call it up for you. Right. There you go. Look, can you see that? 16,000. There you go. 16,028 watchers. 16,028 watchers. And they're looking at a tree. Okay? They're looking at a tree. 16,495 people are watching a tree. Right, let's kill that. But there you go. How can I possibly compete with that? How are my cats going to compete with a tree? I'll see you in the morning time. Hopefully the weather will be nice. All right. How can I compete with a tree? Hang on. I've got a plan. I might be able to compete with a tree. Let's see if I can compete with a tree. I have a plan. Just lose the cats for a minute. I have a plan. Yes. Right. Okay. I'm going to compete with the front page of Reddit. I am seriously going to compete with the front page of Reddit. All right. We will sort this out. So that we can compete with the front page of Reddit. Right. We will compete with the front page of Reddit. No, we won't, because I've done something wrong. Wait a minute, it's a zip file. Let's unzip it. We will do this. We will compete with the tree. Right, okay. Here we go. Right, see, sorted. Okay. See, you don't need to watch a tree on the front page. You can watch a tree here. Okay. Now watch a tree here. Right, let's just go back to some of my messages. Insectoid said he's Woody's biggest fan, and his devotion is worth so much more than 16k views. You're right, actually, it is. Your devotion is worth more than 16k views. Right, okay. Look, 16,000 people on the front page of Reddit are watching a tree. All right, they can watch my tree instead. That is a nice tree. What is wrong with that tree? If you're going to look at a tree, look at this tree. This tree is a good tree. All right. Do you not like my tree? No. Do you not like my tree? You don't like my tree? A nice tree. It's one of the best trees you'll ever see on Reddit. So if that's what you want to do, if you want to stare at a tree, which is what the people on the front page of Reddit are doing, then you can stare at my tree. I think my tree's better. There's no horses to distract you from my tree. My tree is much better. I've got a better tree. And it's obviously working because you've gone from 8 viewers to 15. So it's down at the tree, isn't it? It's all about the tree. That's what it's about. It's about the tree. So there you go, look. Oh. Paul Cooper says, what you want is one of those hairless cats playing on the screen. I don't know if I've got a hairless cat available. Let's have a look. Sphinx cats, aren't they? Hairless cat. No, I haven't got a hairless cat. I'm sorry. No, I haven't got a hairless cat. Look, admire my tree. Please, admire my tree. Let's just check the front page of Reddit again. Just to make sure that we're not No, it's pigs. It's now pigs. Is it pigs? Is it Haywire Hill still? It's pigs. Yep, it's Haywire Hill. It's We're now watching a pig eating at a trough. That is the top stream on Reddit. We're watching a pig. I've just put the tree up, and we're watching a pig. So 16,787 people think a pig is more interesting than me. Who said streaming wasn't easy? 16,000 people would prefer to watch a pig eat than me. 16,000. Oh, 16,000 would sooner watch a pig than me. And this pig's not doing anything other than eating. Oh well. Oh well. Right. So we've got to find a pig now. If we've got to find a pig, okay. This is hard work competing. Right. Right. This is hard work. Hard work. Right. Pig. How can I compete with a pig? How can I possibly compete with a pig? Well, there's only one way I know of finding out. Right. Okay. How can I compete with a pig? Ha! I'm going to compete with a pig. I am going to compete with a pig. So we'll lose the tree, because the tree's not the front page anymore. The pig is on the front page. So we've done the cats. Now we're going to compete with a pig. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, we're not, because my system's got into a go slow. I think I broke it. Oh, fuck, I've crashed my PC. Oh, right, okay, I've locked my windows up. It's just I've just got the blue spinning circle of death, which means I've locked. Let me just close the browser. That might be the issue. Let's close the browser. I could have broken Chrome. Yeah, it's Chrome that's crashed. Right. So Control Del. Let's call up Task Manager and shut Chrome down and restart Chrome. Right. Google Chrome and Task. Right. Okay. Bear with me because I broke Chrome for a minute, but I can fix that. Right. Yep. Okay. Right. We're back. I think. Yep. Right. Yes, that's working now. It was just Chrome that had crashed. As it occasionally, it's crashed again. It's crashed again. It doesn't like downloading that file. Right. Okay. So we won't download that file. We'll download something else instead. It's in Chrome. Right. Okay, Richard. Off to bed. Good night, mate. I should be off to bed soon because RPAN has Reddit has an absolute time limit of 3 hours, but I don't want to be on for 3 hours. I want to get something to eat because I want to line my stomach. Got a bit hungry. Right, okay. It doesn't like that download, so let's see what it does like. Okay, we can try this one, see if that works. I said, oh, it's just there's something that's going wrong here. I think I probably crashed my system, overloaded it. Oh, right. Right, where are we? Please don't want to hear you talk about how many views you were getting. I'm getting 11. I'm getting 11 watchers. Happy Smile Seeker. I'm not doing too well here. I'm afraid I'm failing miserably. I'm actually failing miserably. I am expecting more from the pub stream on Sunday night. I do expect more from the pub stream, but At the moment, for some reason, Google Chrome keeps crashing, so I can't do any of my my usual tricks. So I'm sorry about that, and I don't know why. I don't know why Google Chrome keeps crashing. So let's shut that down again and open it up again. But this time we won't restore the existing pages, right? Okay, so she's a mod for who's a mod for Reddit? Who's a mod for Reddit? Happy Smile Seeker. Oh, hello, Planting Claymore. Who's a mod for Reddit? So I'm just, I just can't compete with pigs. It's obviously I can't compete with pigs. I wish I could, but I can't. It's unfortunate, but there we go. It's a shame. Obviously, I mean, obviously pigs have got a place, but it's not. I find it strange that people would watch pigs. I'm not disrespectful. I don't mean any disrespect. I just find it strange that that is what people watch. No, there's obviously something wrong with my downloads. It doesn't want to download them. So let me just end. Let me just end Google Chrome. It's obviously a problem with Google Chrome. So, oh wait a minute, it's downloading it. It's downloading it. Yay! It's downloading it. Finally. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure entirely what's going on, but such is life. Happy Smile Seeker. Who's a mod for Reddit? Who are we? Who are we talking about? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, if you don't mind me asking. Haywire Hill, by any chance? Is that who we're talking about? Oh. I'm doing fine, Planting Claymore. How are you? How are you doing? I've lost myself. I can't find myself on Reddit. I really can't find myself on Reddit. So I don't know what I've done. I've broken Reddit. So I'm going to have to use my. So I don't know what I've done here. I really don't know what I've done here. I've broken something. I have broken something on Reddit. 5 minutes ago. Where was it? 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. No, I broke something on Reddit. I've got no idea where I am on Reddit. So, oh, you've broken something. Okay. How to compete with pigs. That's what I was doing. I was trying to compete with a pig, wasn't I? Right. I think we're there. I think we're there. I think we're there. I think we're there. Right. Do you know what? I've got 32 gigs of RAM in this machine. I've managed to use it all. I've actually managed to use 32 gigs of RAM. So I've used up all my available RAM, and that's on the streaming. Right, so I'm I think because I've crashed my PC, which I'm not doing too well with. Hang on, I might have recovered it. Let's have a look and see. Right, there we go. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. I'm competing with pigs. Right, there we go. I can compete with the pigs. There we go. Sorted. Right, okay, sorted. I'm now competing with the pigs. All right, so don't say that we don't have the technical ability to compete with pigs. I can compete with pigs, but I can't find myself on Reddit, which is really annoying. Normally I can find myself to monitor myself, but I can't. And I've got 13 watchers on Reddit. on the U show. I just can't find myself. Oh. Do you know, I wish they would fix notifications so that you could actually get notified when I'm online. There is a way of doing it, and that's to join my subreddit, and I cross-post into my subreddit to say that I'm online. But I don't know why I can't find myself in the U show. I don't know why. I am broadcasting in the U show. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've done something. Let's do a control. Let's do a control refresh. That puts a fresh browser up, right? Oh. No, that's not that. That's not that. I'm still looking for myself on Reddit. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Party Claimer. I'm just gonna. I'm. My voice is starting to go. I've been at it for 1 hour, 2 hours and 25 minutes, and my voice is starting to go. And I can't, no, even with my best efforts, I can't compete against pigs. Oh no! I've got 2 watchers again on Twitch. I've gone from 1 watcher to 2 watchers. Twitch, I've doubled my number of viewers again. I'm like, wow. This is such an honour. That never happened. I've been streaming on Twitch for over a year, and I never have 2 viewers at the same time. But I have 2 viewers on Twitch. Anyway, I'm competing with the pigs. How am I doing about competing with the pigs? 11 watchers, so I've lost watchers. Right. I'm going to have this drink, and then I'm going to go. So I'm sorry, I've been at it for 2.5 hours. My next stream will be Reddit only, and it will be from the pub on Sunday night from about 7 o'clock onwards. It might be a bit earlier. It all depends. Otherwise, I will see you then. So I'm going to say good night to all of you, and I shall leave you with Haywire Hill, which is. I'm going to go and watch it now to find out why everybody thinks it's so interesting. I mean, I've tried to compete. I've got the pig. Look, see, look, the pig. There you go. Look, but it's obviously not. My pig is not the best in the world. Oh well. Right. So on that note, I will say goodbye. So I will catch you all Sunday night on Reddit. If not, it will be Monday on YouTube, Twitch. So